Hey everyone, hope everyone's having alright time during these tough times. I just want to give a little introduction to what I did for my final project. I'm pulling back from one of the more interesting events that happened throughout the past year or so of my life. This happened right before quarantine. But I'm going to talk about the time that I got bit by a snake when I went hiking this past year. And I feel like it's really interesting to tell. I really enjoy telling it. The way I tell this story, in fact, it's actually pretty interesting. Me and a good friend of mine, we spent a good couple hours putting this together, going out and filming at the exact location it happened, and in fact, just recreating. We didn't recreate what happened. We kind of recreated what happened with a camera, but yeah, we just went out and this story has everything. It has me doing voiceovers. It has an interview with my friend about the day and about the event that happened. And it's got some little facts and stuff like that, but mostly it's just a voiceover and there's some animation and it's got a little bit of everything. But I hope you guys really enjoy, and I really enjoyed making this, and I really like the story, and I'm really glad I get to tell it. So enjoy. To start this story, I'm going to give some background on what events took place that led to the snake bite. And it began when a couple of buddies and I decided that we'd go on our first ever hike, and it seemed like a really fun idea at the time, but afterwards it wasn't a fun idea. So I drove over to my buddy's house in Corona, and we wanted to pick a trail that was fairly close, so we chose one, and it was a weird little trail, but we'll explain that later. But yeah, we were all pretty excited about it, and it was going really well. Like, we were all really in a good mood, and we were all gonna go have fun, I guess, walking up a mountain.
Jake, what are we doing here?
We're going to the scene of the crime and relive the tragedy. It was a nice day out. It just rained a bit the day before, so there were clouds above, blocking some heat wave that was supposed to be hitting us for the weekend. And so we start going up the trail, and everything's going really well. We're just guys being dudes, just doing dude things, talking about sports and whatnot. And we're going up the mountain for about an hour and a half, and we saw some flat ground. We're like, oh, we're a little tired. We might as well take a little breather while we're here. And so that's exactly what we did. So we're standing around. I have some distance between me and my friends because they're start moving again, and I'm staying behind because I'm bigger than them. So I'm waiting. And so I'm just looking at the mountain, seeing how much we have to go. And so it was around this time where I hear some really, really fast approaching rustling coming from the grass. And before I could even react, there was just a snake on my knee, and I was bitten, and I was freaking out. This was the very spot where I was struck in the knee by a snake. Not a big one, but a snake. And it hurt like an MF'er. So after the event took place, we quickly batted at it until it went away, and then we ended up just ending our hiking trip entirely. We ended it prematurely as well. And I rushed to the ER just to make sure that I was fine. And while I was there, I just had a little bit of my skin turn purple, so I thought, oh, I might have been poisoned, but since it was such a small snake, it might have not been deadly, obviously. But the doctors reassured me, and they just said, oh, it clamped down so hard that the amount of pressure just caused your skin to bruise immediately, and that's why it's so purple. In the aftermath of the event, we found out that the snake wasn't poisonous, and we just must assume that we were trespassing on its territory or its nest or whatever was nearby. It probably had something. It just wouldn't attack you for nothing. And I was the only one that was really worried. My friends were worried, but I was the only one that was really scared because I couldn't see it. And they saw it was just some small thing that latched onto me, and then we smacked at it, and then it just got out of there. No one saw it after it hit the ground. It was just gone. In reality, it was just something rather small. It looked like a slightly bigger gardener snake, which is just like those snakes that hide in gardens and stuff like that, and little teeny tiny things. Um, and we ended up finding out that it was actually a whip snake, or a little slithery thing that just goes up mountains and stuff in Southern California. And but I'd say overall it was a surprising experience. It was something to be had, and haven't been hiking since. Probably won't be hiking for a while. And I think I'm gonna have a little thing for snakes after. I'm not gonna be very fond of them. I know I don't like them now. Why would I like them in the future? This is now the interview portion of the story, I guess. And I'm here with Dylan Noriega, the man who was helping me film this, but it was also on the trail, and is the man that lives in Corona in the first place that we decided to go hiking. And I have 3 questions for you, and just answer truthfully about anything you remember. And what do you remember the most about the day I got bit by the snake?
Remember everyone was panicking. You were screaming in pain.
Not that much pain, though.
Yeah. And we're just panicking, running around, not knowing what to do.
What do you remember about the snake?
It was really small, long, and green.
So it blended in?
Yes. It was very hard to see.
Were you one of the people that swung at it, or no?
No, I was very far away.
And how fast would you say we got down that mountain to make sure? How fast would you say we got down there because you were so scared?
We went as fast as you can, as fast as your limp leg can walk down the hill. That's
about it.
Yeah.
So
scary.
That's about everything we asked, and that's the end of the interview.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Shake hands.
Shake hands. Thank you, sir.
There you go. Hey again. Just want to say thanks for watching and enjoying. As this is probably one of my favorite stories to tell of a recent event overall that went on. And I'm really upset that we can't really do this in person, because it'd be a lot more fun, and I'd probably put a lot more effort into it. But I tried to put as much effort into this one as I could with the tools I had. And I just hope that everyone's doing fine, and I can't wait to see everyone else's stuff. So, thanks.